I'm always put my face in this, but I just want to say thank you to all the boxing channels that I follow. Because when I get online and I debate these cats about boxing, I have a plethora of information and education from all the guys that I listen to that give me the understanding and the knowledge and the wisdom to stand 10 toes down and debate these guys that come with these narratives that they know absolutely nothing about. They are spitting rhetoric and narratives that they are regurgitating and repeating from 4chan and Fox News and ESPN and from these different outlets, and they really don't know what they're talking about. But by me listening to some of the great broadcasters on YouTube especially, I discovered so much about the boxing game, about what goes on in boxing. I love to box. I like to be in the ring. I like to get down and do my thing. But I think a lot of guys that box, whether it's for recreation, amateur or professional, they don't know nothing about boxing. They only know about narratives and what's being told to them. These brothers and even the sisters that stand up and talk about the real and give you information about the insides and outsides of boxing, those are the ones you need to listen to. You listening to Chris Mannix and even Kellerman. He's knowledgeable, but he's knowledgeable to a fault because he'll bring you a narrative. He won't bring you the real. So he don't even give you a chance to disseminate the narrative. He don't give you the understanding and the knowledge to even disseminate the narrative. He gives you enough information for you to think it's fact when it's really false. But the brothers on YouTube, they give you facts. And sometimes you may not agree with them. I don't always agree with everything everybody say. And I'm gonna shout out everybody that I listen to as far as these hands go with this boxing game that I respect and I like. I don't always agree with BFTB. I don't. But I got love for BFTB because when you listen to his broadcast, you understand he's bringing it with some passion, but he'll make you understand some things in it. And by the time you understand things, you start critically thinking on other things that you may not agree with him so that you can speak on later on in a different conversation, right? So at the end of the day, I'm gonna give my props and respect. But I ain't gonna just mention BF. I'm gonna say Blue Blood. Sometimes some of the stuff I don't agree with. Sometimes I'll be like, dang, Blue Blood, I ain't like that, right? But boom, 7-8, same thing. So I get on his page sometime, I write stuff. I'm like, yo, this is what I think, right? This is coming because now I'm disseminating from a boxing standpoint to a foundational Black American standpoint, to a revolutionary standpoint, to a woke standpoint, and sometimes everything don't line up with everybody's rhetoric. You know what I mean? But most things that I do agree with, and the knowledge and the understanding and the wisdom that's given from these boxing channels is the real deal. So when I get online with these cats spitting these goofy narratives, and I've heard those narratives 100 times over on you guys' channel when people get on there and they try to talk about boxing. And y'all break them narratives down and y'all go in depth and y'all make us understand, hey, this is what happened. And the reason I'm making this video is this cat, I was talking about Dev, and this one girl said something about him dropping the belt. So I blew her out the water about dropping the belts at 135. I blew her out the water about dropping, she said he dropped the belt, not dropped the belt at 135, but dropped the belt at 140. But I blew out the water. I said basically they was going to take the belt. WBC was taking that belt from Dev. Even after the Ryan Dope Fiend, drug cheat Ryan Garcia did what he did, they was going to take the belt from Dev. They weren't going to give him time to recuperate. They weren't going to give him time to think. They was just like hurry up and make a decision and fight Sandor Martin or whoever they was finna have him fight. And Dev was like, why would I fight this man? I just made $30-40 million. And then y'all telling me y'all gonna give me $1.5 million. That don't even make no sense. That was the disrespect and the racism that comes out in boxing. I'm gonna call it what it is, racism. So at the end of the day, I looked and I said, dang. I said, I shut her down. You know what I'm saying? So I said, Dev said, I'm sitting down. He said, well, you don't fight. We taking the belts. Boom, 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 boom. Dev said, cool, take them belts. Shoot. So then the backlash to Mauricio and all them in the WBC, he came back because sometimes he lose his racist bones and he start doing stuff. I don't know. He's weird to me. But then he came back and said, I'm going to make you champion in recess. Take your time coming back. So he understood the assignment to a certain degree. Like, you just don't do that. This man had fought for that belt. And then for him to lose to a drug cheat racist like Ryan Garcia, you taking the belt away from him, that you're penalizing the champion. That's not fair. So obviously blew her out the water. But see, these talking points I got from all these guys, right? So then the next thing, dudes start coming in talking about his narrative. Then he was talking about he wasn't gonna fight Puyin, whatever his name is, and then wasn't gonna fight Sandor, and got to talking about Antoine Russell and all that. I said, well, Matias lost. Ha. Gary Antoine lost. Ha. Shout out to Blue Blood Sports with the soundboard. But that's what happened. Cats was losing because they went against my man Devin and DHP and Bill Haney. So at the end of the day, he was like, oh, he ain't gonna fight this dude. And I said, Dad was the only one calling these cats out at 135. Every last one of them, from Tink Tink to Shakap. Shout out to BF for that one. Shoot, you name it. Lomachenko. He had to beg for the Kambosos fight. They tried to go around. The Garcia fight slipped through his wing. Garcia got to go to 140, get the doping up and get all 180 pounds of him and become this incredible Hulk dude and be able to, he had to do that because he knew he couldn't get down with Dev. And then I had another cat come at me one time, I'm jumping all over the place about Garcia. He was talking about, yeah, they fought in the amateurs and he was 3-3 and whoop-de-whoop, right? And I was like, yeah, okay. I said, but let's check this out. Dev whooped him on the sixth fight. A unanimous decision. All scorecards went to Dev. Put his hands on him. So he knew he ain't had no heat for Dev. So then he tried to come in and say, we skipping back. So he was like, yeah, well, Devin didn't make 40 million and Devin this and he wasn't calling out, and then he ran, then he came back with the Sandor with the Matias thing. Like he didn't call Tank out. I told him he better call Tank out. I broke that narrative down. Shakap, I broke that Tink. Shakap, I broke that narrative down. He would have got his largest payday ever. And he turned it down to fight not one, but two. I ain't gonna call them bums because anybody that get in that ring is a bad bad dude. But I'm just saying, cats that he wasn't gonna make no money off of and didn't nobody even care about. He could have fought Devin for the belts, for undisputed, and still made $8 to $10 million just off the money. Then we talking about the pay-per-views. They was putting the money on the table. And don't think Turk wasn't watching that. Because if Turk would have got wind, he probably would have jumped on that even quicker and said, hey, we'll match you at 8 and we'll give you another 5 or 10. So y'all can get this fight on a 20. Right? So then Dev, where was I at? So Matias, he breaking down talking about he didn't want to fight Matias. And then I said, bro, then I came back to the Matias thing with Shakap, his money thing, and the Matias. And I said, Matias, people came back and said, yo, we'll get back with you in 2 weeks, and never contacted Bill and DHP. But then check this out. He came back with an article talking about Dev was talking to the wrong person, some dude named Khan, and he had nothing to do with the thing, and they turned down the $4 million. And then I said, no, you know what? I'm gonna go to my guy Aki, and I'm gonna look at Aki got a nice one on that. I know sometimes I can catch it, but Aki's pop. I said, this is exactly what I wanted. So I put that link on there, and I told him, I said, when Bill talked to, I guess the guy name is Khan, and Khan was talking for Matias, but he wasn't the right person because Bill was told this was the person to talk to. So he's thinking he's talking to the right person. Then they come back, they start talking about Bill was capping, but Bill wasn't capping. Bill came through. Bill said Matias came back, put the number on Twitter or Instagram or whatever he was on, said you was talking to the wrong person. Here's the person. Bill been knowing these people because the coach said he been knowing Devin since he was a kid. Know Devin a hell of a fighter. So then he so they know Devin got them hands. That's why these mubs ain't quick to jump bad when they talking all that dumbness. So at the end of the day, Bill got in contact with them cats, jumped on the live with the coach. And the coach was like, yeah, we know. We was talking to you. They hung up on Bill. Because Bill was like, let's get it on. And them cats didn't want to, they went into Karen mode and didn't want to get it on. Win, lose, or draw. DHP, Devin Haney, gonna get in that ring regardless. We not saying he gonna win every fight. We saying let the fights happen. Quit playing. Turk offered Tink 50 million, 75, I don't care, 100 million. I don't know how much he offered that man to come to Saudi and fight Dev. And what he say, give me 2 Ferraris. And Turk said, I'll give you 2 gloves. That's what I give you. These guys ain't, but the one thing, when I came back with that Matias, and then I clipped it, I gave him a copy and I dropped that link right in my comment. It's on Facebook. I dropped it on them. I said, now watch that. Since you want to send me articles, I got articles. I got news. I got special. I got real cats that's talking about this real pimping on this boxing game. Because I don't know, y'all been watching Stephen A. Smith and stuff like that on TV, and Max Kellerman, and they giving you some old BS. Them the same guys that told you Lomachenko was undefeated and undisputed. And Teofimo Lopez is undisputed. Come on, man. Y'all, I'm just giving shout outs. I'm gonna tag everybody in this that I believe. Hopefully I don't forget nobody. Couple cats I don't listen to no more. I.e. Boxing Ego. You dig? He's out the picture. But at the end of the day, and then the taco dude, I never listened to him. So, you know, that was just too goofy for me. And then he went on this whole silly tirade. Mill City Boxing, I do not like that dude. I'll tell you why, but I ain't finna get into all that. But yeah, so shout out to all the guys that educated me on this boxing thing. Because we as even casuals, because I still consider myself a casual, but I know more than the average person. Got so much game and knowledge from you guys, from breaking stuff down like fights and fighters and who they fought before and injuries and stuff like that. And like I said, I don't always agree. Me and BF, I don't agree about Terrence Crawford. That's my guy. I love Terrence Crawford. As far as a fighter, sometimes I look at him, I say, hey man, that was a little bit, because I'm all pro-black on some other side of the game. But at the end of the day, I just love that brother, how he fought. I went to the fight at the stadium, BMO Stadium out there in LA for my birthday. You dig? And I had a great time, and I loved it. and I was cheering. And when some of the crowd seen Dev and they was acting like a fool, I was in there talking about DHP. I was standing high. And cats asked me about Garcia. I told them no, I don't like him. Why? And it was a lot of Hispanics. It was a lot in my area. They said, why you don't like him? I said, I don't like him because he a drug cheat racist and a dope fiend. I said it how I said it, and I stand on business. And they say, I respect that. I know you do. You did? And I'm dolo. I'm by myself. So, ain't no protection for Rick Dola. But at the end of the day, I just want to shout out everybody. Thanks for the knowledge and give y'all flowers. And I'm let me shout. No, I don't even want to shout everybody out because I might forget somebody. But I'm gonna tag it. So I'll be like, let me see, Blue Blood, Aki. I like Dante's box. Some of y'all probably don't like each other, but cool. It is what it is. Dante's Boxing Nation. 7-8. Drew Titan. Champ Side. BFTB. Oh crap. I should have wrote everybody down. Am I missing one? I said BFTB, Blue Blood, Drew Titan, 7-8, Champ Side, Aki TV. Ah, man, it's so many. Oh, Town Business. I like Town Business, man. That's a good dude. He speak on a lot of stuff. And, jeez, I know I'm forgetting somebody, but I'm gonna tag everybody. But the big ones, I probably forgot. There's so many of y'all that give me the game on the boxing. Start watching. I think it's Tough Glove. He's cool. It was another cat I was just watching. Art Man the Great. I like him. I see him in the comments all the time. I caught wind of his channel and I like his channel. Actually, I was on his channel live when I was at the fight, and I was on BFTB's channel that night. I was trying to get to meet Dev, but he I guess he didn't see my comment or whatever. But I was trying to get to meet Dev. But I probably could have walked right there because I was like right there. I could have probably met the young brother, but I'll meet him one day. But other than that, I'm gonna tag all y'all, give y'all flowers, one love, and peace.